हरि ओम। पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। Bhagavad Gita, a conversation with God daily. After a short break, we are meeting again today. We have completed the first 2 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita. Today, we are entering the 3rd chapter. First shloka. ज्यायसि चेत् कर्मणस्ते मता बुद्धिर्जनार्दन तत्किं कर्मणि घोरे मां नियोजयसि केशव. In the first chapter, Arjuna, on seeing his teachers, his elders, his brothers, his friends, his well-wishers, everyone in the opposite side, he develops a confusion as to whether killing all his very own for the sake of regaining the kingdom, their riches, is correct or not. He is unable to think of shedding so much blood of his very own in the battlefield, and as a result gaining a very great victory. So he refuses to fight. He puts down his Gandiva and prays to Krishna to show him the right path. In the 2nd chapter, Krishna speaks to Arjuna on how the war is dharmic, and he speaks on the eternal nature of the Atma, that all are Atma and not the body. So leave the body consciousness and look upon everybody as the Atma. The Atma cannot be destroyed in any way. It cannot be burnt. It cannot be cut. It cannot be dried up. It is changeless. It is eternal. So only the body dies, not the Atma. So you cannot kill anybody. He instructs the Sankhya Yoga, and then he speaks on Karma Yoga. If at all you are not able to stand in the fact that I am the Atma. The Atma is present everywhere. If you are not able to catch that, then follow the Karma Yoga. That is, do your actions, do any karma without getting attached to the results of the karma. If you keep doing this, this will lead you to the ultimate wisdom. Then he speaks on the nature of the Sthita Prajna, the Jnani, and finally concludes the second chapter with that. Now in the third chapter, Arjuna asks, Jyayasi chet karmanaha te matha buddhir janardhana. Hey Krishna, if you feel that wisdom, jnana, is superior to karma, then kim karmani ghore mam niyojayasi? Why do you ask me to perform karma? You say jnana is superior to karma, but you want me to perform only karma, the inferior thing. Why are you saying like this, Krishna? Arjuna asks. Why does Arjuna develop a doubt like this? Initially, Krishna instructed on the eternal nature of the Atma. We just said, you can never kill anybody. So don't think, oh, I am going to kill my very own, I am going to kill my very own. Nobody can die. They are all eternal. First he spoke about the Sankhya Yoga. Then he spoke on Karma Yoga also. But finally, he finishes the second chapter by speaking on the nature of the Sthita Prajna, the Jnani. From Shloka 55, Sthita Prajnaha Atmanyeva Atmanatishtaha Sthita Prajnaha Tadochyate. One who always gets bliss out of his Atma itself. One who is contented in his Atma. He is called the Sthita Prajna. Starting from that 55th shloka till the 72nd shloka, he speaks on the nature of the Jnani and finally concludes Esha Brahmi Sthitihi Sthitva Asyam Antakalepi Brahma Nirvanam Richati. This is the state of being in the Brahman. And one who even attains this state at the final moments, even in his final moments, he attains moksha. He completes the second chapter. So, now Arjuna thinks, you spoke about Jnana Yoga. You also spoke about Karma Yoga. But you finally finished by praising Jnana so much. This is the nature of the Jnani, this is the nature of the Jnani. You give up all desires. You look upon everything equally, don't have any dualities. Then only finally you can reach that moksha. So he finished by praising Jnana so much. But what did he tell Arjuna? Karmanyevadhikaraste. You will have to do your karma. Mate sangostu akarmani. He says do your karma without getting attached to the results. But don't think, oh, instead of doing the karma without getting attached to the results, I'll just remain without doing anything at all. Krishna says, no, never develop that feeling. You should do actions. Don't want to remain idle without doing anything. Get up, Arjuna, fight. Do your duty. Fight this war, says Krishna. So now Arjuna is confused. Krishna feels jnana is superior to karma, but he wants me to fight, do my karma. That too not an ordinary karma. Karmani ghore ma. It is a very frightening karma which has got so many evils. Such a great war where I will have to kill my relatives, my friends. And you want me to do that karma. Why, Krishna? Arjuna asks. Next shloka. Vyamishrenev vakyena buddhim mohayasiva me tadekam vada nischitya yena shreyoham apnuyam. Vyamishreneva vakyena buddhim mohayasiva me. So Krishna, you are actually, it is as if confusing me. You are speaking about Jnana Yoga, suddenly you are speaking about Karma Yoga, suddenly you say Jnana is the best, you will have to definitely attain that. It confuses me. Mohayasiva me. It is as if confusing. Because Arjuna says it confuses me. Immediately he thinks, Krishna has started speaking to me only in order to remove my confusion. I got confused. And only in order to clear my mind, he is now advising me. Will he confuse me? So he says, as if confusing. You won't confuse me, I know that. But I am not intelligent enough. It is somehow confusing to me. Tadekam vada nischitya yena shreyo aham apnuyam. So, just speak about one thing. You decide which is suitable for Arjuna. By doing what, I will get goodness. I will get great things which will be good for Arjuna. You decide and ekam vada. You just speak about either Jnana Yoga or Karma Yoga. Don't speak on both and confuse me. Now, Krishna replies. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Lokesmin Dvividha Nishtha Pura Prokta Maya Nagha Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam. Lokesmin vividha nishta pura proktha maya naga. Anaga, oh, pure one, sinless one. You have got no sin in you. You have got no inferior qualities at all in you. He calls that first because he feels, Arjuna, don't think I am thinking inferior of you. Don't think you are ineligible for jnana or you are ineligible for karma. I am not thinking anything of that sort about you. You are so pure. Lokesmin dividha nishta. In this world, there are two types of things. As I said earlier. Earlier, what he has said about Jnana Yoga and about Karma Yoga. So those two are there in this world. Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam, Karma Yogena Yoginam. The two are for two different adhikaris. Some are eligible for Jnana Yoga. Some are eligible for Karma Yoga. So, I spoke on both. Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam. Those who are always interested in the Brahman. They have the discrimination of what is Atma and what is not Atma. They know very well, I am not this body, I am the Atman. They have that conviction. They always look upon everything like that. They look upon everything as the Atma. They see the Brahman everywhere. They have no desires. They are totally without any desires of this world. Such people, they are eligible for Jnana Yoga. And Karma Yogena Yogina. There are some people who cannot remain without doing any actions. I am the Brahman. Everything is the Brahman. They see no duality. Everything is Brahman. After that, what can you do? What action can you do? Nammalvar was in the state. He never drank even one drop of milk right from being a small child. He didn't even move his hands or legs. He didn't speak even one word. Till 16 years, he was just in Samadhi. As a Brahmanishta, he was just sitting. He was able to be like that. But can we all remain like that? Not all can be like that. The nature of man is to do something. He will be performing something. So, not all can remain like that. Everybody, they want to do something or the other. They will have desires. They will want to perform some action. They cannot remain idle. They have a desire for liberation. They have devotion towards God. They know I am the Brahma Swarupam. They know all that. But still, they cannot remain idle. And there are few people like that. So, for them it is the Karma Yoga. According to your nature, you either follow Karma Yoga or Jnana Yoga. So, I have not said both for the same person. It is based on the eligibility. I have said these two, says Krishna. With this, we'll stop for today. And tomorrow, let's see what more Krishna has to say on this Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. Hari Om.